baby, we got a wild one for you this week.
That's right. We're in a new place to interview.
It's a new room, bitch.
A new room for
You've never seen this room before.
Iconic and amazing guest. Delta Work's on the show.
Delta Work is on the show today with us.
And what do we talk about?
We talk all about rocking that car. We talk about political things. We ask questions about what's going on in Palm Springs.
And we also...
Cat City. Yeah.
The fat one.
And Doug's here.
The big one.
Cat Clitty.
The big one.
Sorry.
Anyway, don't walk into someone's house if their door's made out of plywood. Enjoy this week's episode.
M.
Oh.
M.
Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with us. Sloppy seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondspot@gmail.com. Now on with the show. How you slops used to little fucks, you nasty little fucks, you dirty little fucks. Welcome to Sloppy Second with Big Dipper, Meatball, and that's Big Dipper. Where are we?
do you... We'll find out in just
Where
a
are
second.
We're on my show now.
Well, it's our show, famously. There's two of us in the
Get
title.
out of here.
My name comes first.
Hey, leave in the chat. Leave in the chat if you want Dipper to leave.
Remember when we first started the show, you told me my name should go first because I
never said that. You said that.
No, you did.
I always thought my name should have gone first. It should have been Sloppy Seconds with Meatball and Big Dipper. We're not going to fight.
Okay, go ahead.
I didn't come here to fight.
Why don't you...
No. My name should go first. Hey, leave in the chat.
There's no chat.
Leave in the chat a thumbs up if my name should be first, and then a thumbs down if my name should be second, and then leave in the chat the little guy running
if you want
and
me
a
to
pregnancy belly if Dipper should leave.
I'm leaving for 8 weeks.
She is the moment. Back again for her return appearance on the show, but this time we're in her house. The icon, the legend, the blueprint. It is Delta Work.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You ever leave in the chat?
Is that like what? Like, what does that mean? Like chat on YouTube?
It's like a joke about like streaming. When people are like streaming, they go, "Hey, leave in the chat this." But then
no,
because
I don't YouTube, I don't want any opinion from voices that I don't already know.
Okay.
I don't like. And I know that's weird because that's what we do. Like, we're talking, so people want to engage, but people like to think they're producing the thing that you're already doing. And I'm like, we have a producer. We're good.
Doug.
Delta, congratulations. You're fresh off a Queerty Award Winner.
Thank you. That's fun.
How was the award show?
Well, I didn't go.
What?
No.
I'm pretty sure I saw you there.
Yeah.
Well,
I saw your
it was the cardboard
speech.
cutout. Willem took that.
Right.
Willem took that. And I always wonder, like, because it's not far from Willem's, like, studio.
Yeah.
You think she just, like, tucked it under her arm and just went walking down the street?
Y'all hoofed it one time that you went, didn't
One
you?
year, yeah, we walked.
Walking. I always think carpet stuff is weird. I remember I got invited to go to that Out 100 party a couple years ago. And I was like, oh my God,
with Cynthia Nixon there.
Yeah, I was like, this is going to be so cool. And I just assumed that, like, you're not one of the Out 100, but you're in that 1,000 somewhere maybe, or they would have invited you. And it was very, no. It's only certain people on the red carpet. So I had to like go like when everyone was cleaning up, and I'm like, hey, get your phone and take a picture of me. And then I'm like, you know where I was? Like I have to create the movie in my mind.
Yes.
Like, oh, everybody, one more party.
Meanwhile, it's actually just a tent in the parking lot somewhere. But all those parties are. Like,
well, and we were outside that tent, and Bianca comes out, and Bianca goes, I was like, do we go in there? She goes, just stay out here. Honestly, I already came here. I did the thing. She's like, there's nothing in there for you to do that you can't do right here. Just stay right here.
I do remember that was one of that one that you're talking about was where they had like the big Lexus in the middle of the room.
Okay.
And I had crawled through it to go harass somebody, but I can't remember who it was.
Cynthia Nixon.
No, but I did get a picture with her. And I kept going, oh my God, I love Sex and the City. You were such a good Samantha.
Samantha.
She's Miranda.
Okay.
That was the one where you wore a suit or a dress covered in a bad photo of you that had been credited as Kennedy Davenport?
Yes.
Oh.
And then who did I go harass? I was yelling at somebody.
Sounds like a nightly task.
And then I like ran and I couldn't get to him, so I crawled through the car. And they were like,
She sounds
sir.
fun, right?
Yeah.
Sounds fun at parties. Breaking the rules.
So do you not like going to big events anymore?
No, I do. I
past
do
it?
like going to things,
But you like it to be facilitated.
everything has to be facilitated. But also, I was doing something else that I had already made a commitment to.
Right.
But in general,
Watching TV and eating McDonald's.
Right,
Yes.
right. But in general, I normally don't like going to stuff where it's too loud, where I don't really know exactly how I'm supposed to maneuver through, like, what is this the cocktail hour? Is this the this? Like,
Right.
I don't want to hear slay. I don't want to hear like, girl, oh my God, beep, I don't want any of that. I already hear enough of that. Like, I just feel like when it's a bunch of, like, if it's disingenuous, I check out so fast. And I honestly, I'm such a homebody anyway.
Mhm.
And anything anyone's saying, like, I feel like, I think part of the reason that I gel so much with you is because you're not like, woo, for everything.
Yes.
You're not?
Well,
Well, not for everything.
Not
No.
for everything. I mean, we were just sitting in the other room and I was just going,
But you don't, like, you'll be silly
yeah.
when you want to be silly. But like, if you have no reaction to something, you're not going to create a reaction
Yeah.
to be like, oh,
Genuine.
yes, I'm in.
Yes, she's
I'm
genuine.
in. I don't
Yes.
like that being on thing because I don't really have an on. I feel like I'm the same way in or out of drag. Yeah, maybe drag gives you a little bit more.
Well, I've never
Elevate-
seen you do this out of drag.
Do I not? I know I turn to the side a little bit
Yeah.
and then maybe
Well,
I
if you don't have the nail and the ring, on,
Right,
then
that doesn't.
What's
that,
the pose for?
yeah.
Also, we do want to extend a gratitude for hosting us here.
Yes, letting us
Usually
into
we
your
have
home.
people in
I
our
love it.
studio,
I'm glad.
But today
grateful
we
that you're
came
here.
here to see
It feels
you.
nice to be in like a different scenario where we're not like looking at each other directly
Uh-huh.
and then like going back and forth. Like it's just like nice to have a focal point. That's so beautiful.
Well, I fixed my hair this way because I knew that if there was like a visual, right,
Yeah.
this would sort of hide a bit.
You're like turning and facing
Right.
the back.
I feel like that helps.
Yeah. I didn't do anything. I just kind of threw a wig on.
It's good
out
hair.
of the back of the car.
It is good hair.
Yeah, who did that?
Fina Berbeder.
Yep.
FEMA?
FEMA.
Hey, I have a question.
Oh!
Do you okay, you go ahead.
There you go.
Okay. Publicly, you have now had your show for a long time
Mhm.
where you talk about how you think things should be,
Mhm.
how a certain response is appropriate, a certain approach is appropriate, that sort of thing. Do you find that people still come at you sideways, even though there is a public record of how to come at you?
Well, I mean, I don't think. I think those things that I talk about are instances where I'm engaging with people who don't know me.
Right.
So they wouldn't know that there's a record of that because if I'm out of drag, and honestly, most of the people that I'm engaging with aren't people who know much about drag. So they wouldn't be like, oh, that guy gets in drag and then bitches about us. Like, they wouldn't think, it would never match to them. But usually there's a homosexual at some places.
Right.
And I will say I have been places where I feel like there was, like recently I was at a Chili's and I
were like, "Get the ice, get
promise
the
you,
extra
I
ice."
promise you, there was never less than maybe an inch or an inch and a half of drink gone before there was another one so filled to the top with ice that it was pouring out. And I was like, wow, that tip went to 40%. I mean, it's going to have to because I like to go places, the same place over and over and over and over. And so I'll see the same servers because I'll go at the same time. And so if I know that they're spotting, oh, we know you're going to be here at this time or you come pretty regularly, I want them to know, like, I'm not the type of person that's like, if you don't do me right, I'm not going to tip you. Like, I'm always going to baseline tip, but I like to go, like, above and beyond if I think the experience is something that they're going to replicate again without me asking. But as far as people coming wrong, there are people that still comment, and there are people silly that are like, what is this post about? What date is the thing? Because they're being silly about me talking about not reading captions.
Right.
But there are people, like recently, somebody just put a full paragraph in a post about how Rock'em Sakura was going to be performing somewhere. And like, please come see Rock'em Sakura. Tickets are available at da-da-da-da-da. And I was
no.
You're really advertising somebody else in my post. And you follow me. That's interesting that you would do that.
On your post?
Like in the comment section, they posted it. Like a totally innocuous, like, hey everyone, happy Monday, like, or
I love
whatever,
when you
like
do
an
those
old
posts.
picture. And it was like that long.
That's your new marketing.
Yeah, I just go on to everyone
And be like, fat slut.
slut. Da, da, da,
I
da, 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 da,
mean-
da.
I have a tipping question.
Do you just delete it?
No, I left it. I left it because I think they're teaching lessons. I like people to see it.
You're like, I left it because I actually give them points for
I
audacity.
want, and sometimes I'll
You
screen
just-
grab them and then I'll post them in my story. I want everyone to know what's happening.
Yeah.
I have a before you want to say
No.
it bad.
No.
I love when we
just,
have a record of that.
I just think that sometimes people have a perception of like the reality of what's going on and it's wrong.
Mm.
And they believe it to be true to themselves. So
Right.
then they'll type it out and they have no idea what they're talking about or like how any of this was produced or anything.
Right.
And you're just kind of like, you don't know what you're talking about, but it's not worth it to respond.
It's not. It's not.
So you just have to be like, people are dumb.
Yeah,
Next.
for the most
You know
part,
what I
they are.
mean? I hate it, but because then I'll screenshot it and send it to him and be like, get a load of this dummy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start doing that for you too.
She
Ow!
would.
Oh no.
What
I
happened?
just popped my fucking thumbnail off.
Oh no.
Genetic biological thumbnail.
Next question.
Next question.
This is a tipping scenario before we go to a break.
Oh my god.
Before we take a break.
And it's super glued on. Gorilla glue.
I
Gorilla grip pussy.
engaged a man to give me a massage recently.
Mhm.
You heard this story last night.
know,
Oh, that's why
it's
you're already
good,
laughing.
it's good.
Okay. So I didn't end up tipping him.
Okay.
I'm gonna give this scenario. I said, hey, I want to get a massage. He was like, sounds great. He was very communicative, very kind over text. He gave me all of his rates, all of the options. And he was so sort of communicative and charming that I actually chose a more expensive, more thorough option when discussing what the service would be. And lengthier. And so when I drove out to go to the massage, I was like, hey, I parked. And he was like, okay, I'll be ready soon. You can come up to the front door. And when I got to the front door, it was made of plywood. So initially I was like, okay, this might be a red flag. But then I got inside and it was very clear there was like remodeling happening and he
Okay.
was like waiting for the door to come.
But why not just leave the old door up?
I don't know. I'm
Someone
not a
had kicked it in.
contractor.
Someone had kicked it in.
Someone had kicked it in.
No tipping.
And so
No tip?
so then he was like, I just got to feed my cats and then I'll be ready for you. And I immediately thought in my brain, why not tell me to wait in my car until he's ready?
Right.
Hey, I'm running a little behind. Give me 5-10 minutes and I'll be there. So sorry about that. But he had me come in. He starts talking to me, starts feeding the cats. I was like, wow, you got a lot of cats. He had 4.
Okay.
That's a
And
lot of
he was
cats.
sort
A
of
lot of cats.
feeding them in the kitchen and then out the door. He was like opening the door and like trying to like get them to go outside. But there was like a kitty door, so they just were like swirling around his feet or whatever.
Okay.
And he was like, yeah, I had to change to chicken instead of this. So I'm doing this like canned food because the fat one, sorry, the bigger one
Mm.
looked right at me when he said that. And he
What?
was like, the bigger one has been having trouble eating, so I'm trying to coax him. Yeah, go ahead.
Question? How big is this man?
He was muscular, like a bodybuilder, but like 0% body fat.
Mhm.
Okay, so he hates fat people.
Yes.
Okay.
And probably would like do 100 extra sit-ups if he found that he had gained a little poundage in the
Okay.
fat. So that was
So fat is a
crazy
slur.
to me that he was like, sorry, the big one.
Right.
Then he goes, you know, I was having some fun on my bed with some friends and I broke it. Usually I do this on my bed or in the bedroom, but it's a mess. So we're going to do it here in the living room next to the plywood door. And he throws open a massage table and he goes, warm enough for you? And it wasn't. It was freezing. And I was like, well, it could be warmer. And he was like, oh, it'll get warmer. But didn't adjust the temperature.
Okay.
And then he proceeded to do the massage. Halfway through, he was like, oh, let me get you a bolster for your feet. You know, the thing that they like put. So he just kept like fucking everything up.
Right.
And then it was a sensual massage, but he was very clearly like, he didn't want to touch me at all.
Uh-huh.
So it was one of the more awkward sensual massages you could ever receive because he wasn't even really participating.
Right.
So at the end of that, when I shelled out the huge amount of money that I had agreed to based on his very charming text messages,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't want to leave this man an extra $20.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving him so much money, and what he did was bad.
Right.
Thoughts?
I mean, I think that that's fair. I definitely think there is a school of thought that independent contractors, whether it's a nail tech, a hairstylist, or a massage therapist,
Mhm.
I think there's a school of thought that if you set your prices, you should set your prices with the tip in mind that I'm just going to build that in myself. And if you agree to pay this amount, I don't expect any tip.
Right.
Yeah.
A tip on
But-
top is lovely,
Right.
but
the
not
tip-
expected.
But not expected. However, that's why I do think like if you go to a restaurant or you go to like a hairdresser in their house or something, like there is a difference, I
a
think.
little bit.
I think that person, thought that they were doing you a favor. They don't like fat people. And I think they figured no matter what they did, you were going to consider yourself fucking lucky that they were touching you, that they were giving you a massage. So they figured, who gives a shit? This guy drove all the way out here for me.
Mhm.
So he's going to get what he's going to get. And if I need to feed my cats, I need to feed my cats. And if he gets a bolster, he gets one. And if he doesn't, he doesn't. Because whatever is going to be gravy for him, what does he normally get? I guarantee you that's what he thought. I guarantee you. And I'm not saying I think that or I think that's
I
fair.
do.
Your name is first.
Yes.
But
thank you.
no, but I think there are definitely people that think that way because I've experienced them before. Maybe not
Totally.
in that way, but there are people that absolutely.
That's
I'm sure
why
you do.
I just stick to my one horny massage guy. Because
Yeah.
whether or not he likes it, he pretends real well.
And you probably tip him.
And I do tip him.
'Cause he's
every single time.
good.
Yeah. And I know it has a built-in tip in it too. His does.
Which, let me tell you. Oh, also,
So and I
there was
always,
no music. He didn't play music at all.
Well, he
It was-
couldn't. There was no electricity in the house.
Well, no,
Where
there
the
was
light
no
was
electricity.
was it fully candle lit
No.
when you
It was a
got
foam
there?
core door. I mean, come on.
Yeah. What was he squatting?
No.
Show. I need to see a picture.
All right,
Well,
we
hey,
need
we're
to-
gonna
how
go to
far of a
break.
drive
and then-
was this?
I
Yeah.
gotta-
How long of a drive was it?
25 minutes. It wasn't too
Will
far.
you show us a picture of him?
I will.
Okay.
Thank
I'm
you.
drenched.
We'll
in
be right
sweat.
back after this break.
Are
And
you
Dipper's
warm?
gonna. No, I'm fine. Did you drink too much last night?
I don't drink.
Oh well, I don't know. I drink a lot.
If you love to shop, listen up! Have you heard of Rakuten?
With Rakuten, you get cash back and rewards on almost everything you buy. Just from shopping.
Exactly. Clothes, athletic wear, pet supplies. I'm talking about Gap, Adidas, and even Petco.
So I can buy a look, get new shoes, snag the cat some cute toys, and get cash back.
That's right. And you can even stack those rewards on top of sales and coupons.
That's cool.
It is cool.
But how does it work?
Well, partner stores pay Rakuten to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on some of that money to the members.
Rakuten is really doing the most, huh? Love it.
Yeah, in the best possible way. Plus, Rakuten has 17 million members who are already saving. So, you can become one of them today.
Join for free at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app to start saving money now.
That's Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app today.
And get yourself some Rakuten.
Weight Loss by Hims is here to help you reach your goals.
Hims now offers access to an affordable range of FDA-approved GLP-1 medications that are designed to support you in losing the weight and keeping it off, including the Wegovy pill and the Wegovy pen.
GLP-1s help regulate your appetite and eat less.
With Wegovy at Hims, lose up to 20% or more of your body weight when combined with diet and exercise.
And no needles needed. Wegovy is the first ever GLP-1 pill for weight loss.
And through Hims, you can just go online where you'll connect with a licensed provider who will determine if the treatment is right for you.
No insurance necessary either, and if prescribed, your medication is delivered right to your door.
Ready to reach your goals? Visit hims.com/sloppyseconds to get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you.
That's HIMS.com/sloppy-seconds.
hims.com/sloppyseconds.
Weight Loss by Hims is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk AS.
To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information, and restrictions, visit hims.com.
You know, lately I have been trying to keep my wardrobe simple. I want pieces that are comfortable, but they still feel like put together like an outfit, and that's why I'm always reaching for my Quince items.
The fabric feels elevated, the fits are clean, and Quince makes getting dressed so easy.
Quince has all the staples for spring, like 100% European linen shirts and shorts starting at just $34.
They're lightweight and breathable, but still look polished. I have a bunch of their Pima cotton tees, and they're super soft and easy to wear and very breathable for the summer, for the sweaty body.
I just rediscovered this pair of linen shorts that I have that are so comfortable from Quince. You know when like something gets buried accidentally? I pulled these out and I was like, what have I been doing? Not wearing these!
And the linen doesn't wrinkle.
Period.
Plus, everything is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands because Quince works directly with ethical factories and cuts out the middleman.
Refresh your everyday with luxury you'll actually use.
Go to quince.com/sloppy for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too.
That's QUINCE.com/sloppy for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/sloppy.
Get yourself some Pima cotton!
Quince.
Quince. At Quince. And
No.
we're back! And so he didn't even let you touch his penis?
No, he did. I could do anything I wanted. He just was not into it, so
And so
it
he
made me
didn't-
feel like...
He didn't even get hard?
No, he did. I got him there.
Didn't you think maybe you should explain yourself a little bit? Like,
I'm sorry I'm fat?
well, maybe.
I always take
mean,
photos
maybe you
of
need
my
to say, "Here's
body."
what I look like. This is my thing."
He
Are you
didn't
down? Are you
ask.
not
But
down?
I do that so that they're not shocked. And if they do have a problem with it, I can gauge based on their reaction.
Right.
I've had guys ask me, this is what I usually say.
If they have a problem with my body, where's my camera? My body.
Right.
No, I usually say I usually say I'm looking for heavy pressure. I'm a big guy covered in hair, and I say like my weight and my height.
Why don't you go to like
Say your
Massage
weight.
Envy or something?
Because they're all weak.
Because they're weak and they don't jerk you off.
Yeah, I want
She
an
wants to
erotic
get-
experience.
I had one guy give me a massage, and he was wonderful, and I would suggest him to anybody because the massage was incredible. But when it came time for the release, it was mostly hand, and he was really going. He was
Because
like,
he
my
wants
God.
you off the table.
no, he literally was like, come back anytime. Like he's into
Just kidding.
chubbies.
He said, "Slap it up, flip it, rub it down." Oh
Yeah.
no!
But the one time I
And
did
he
get,
literally was like, I'd put this inside me, and I was like, please don't.
No, please don't.
You didn't want that.
Not that.
Not
time.
do.
I said that's for my other massage guy.
Yeah.
The one
I
time
have two I go to. Do you ever get sexy massages? Do you
I
ever
never
get your
have.
meat spanked.
I never have. I never have.
You
I never-
should.
I don't
It's not
think
for
about,
you.
well, first of all, I don't like, I think massage makes me tickle so much. Like, I feel like I'm
what
gonna
if they're
pee.
like heavy on the pressure?
maybe it would be great.
you ever use the
always thought when-
Theragun?
Oh, I love.
Oh, the thing is all da,
that.
da, da, da,
Yeah.
da, 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 da. Not the way it's supposed to be used.
Oh, platypus.
No, I haven't used it.
Platypus.
Well, I think we have one, but no.
Those are great.
It's like a Christmas gift or something. I have no muscle at all. So, like, if somebody was doing that, it would just be
I'm
literally
just
like
remembering what she
picking
said
up
to me.
skin. Like,
What'd you say?
She said, "I'm just bone wrapped in skin."
I am. There's no turgor. There's like no
Turk.
density. Like, it really is. It really is nothing. Like,
Well, that must make it easy to fly around when you're touring very Delta because your body can just kind of squeeze
Look
into
at
a seat.
that.
yeah.
Are you enjoying all the flying?
I like traveling as long as I'm pretty much the only person handling that, unless I travel with my friend Daniel, who does all like the hard candy
Daniel
stuff.
Cole.
Daniel Cole always
Wah,
gets
wah,
me
wah,
together for my event. We've just known each other for so long that he's like, I'm not even going to try to vet something with you that you might think is tweaked a little bit because he knows
Right.
I'll just go crazy.
Mm.
He knows.
But what's it like to get up in front of all of these audiences all over the country? I mean, you're doing the Funny Bone like restaurant and cafe like all this month in April. You've been everywhere playing to these crowds and like in different types of spaces too, like theaters and bars and like comedy rooms. Like, do you get nervous?
Yeah, of course. But I mean, I feel like separate from being nervous, the flex in it for me is just the idea that when I was on Drag Race, I went home in such like to other people, such an embarrassing way for somebody that's supposed to be this silly or whatever. Not that the world knew that because they didn't know any of us.
Right.
But our friends back home were like, girl, what do you mean? Like we all talk on the microphone. We're all funny. And, you know, I heard Jackie Beat say something like on a TikTok video that made so much sense. And I just recently heard it. So it's not like I applied it a long time ago. I've not applied any of this information that I should. But she was saying that she goes on like the haters roast or whatever. And people will often say like, oh, I'm just going to wing it. And she's like, oh, you're just going to wing it. Like you think that it's just going to be hilarious out of nowhere. It doesn't work that way.
Right.
And so with the idea of an extemporaneous speak, as much as it is off the cuff when we're here, there are obviously some parameters and some things that I'm like, I need to talk about this, this, and this because that's how it happened to me.
Right.
So when I go on the road, I'm able to sort of still use those same talking points, but try to remember, like, you know, if we do it here, an edited piece is, I don't know, 13 minutes of a monologue.
Right.
But it could be from sometimes 27 minutes of talking.
Right.
Right? Because if Doug is not there to both produce and edit, and he knows me so well, he's like, she's going to double talk a million times through this, but we only need one instance of that. Like,
and maybe the third time is the best time because you've like gotten through it.
So when I go out of town and I'm like there live in front of people, the nerves is them listening and me going, oh my God, like I'm so double talking this. I might be embarrassing myself because they're like, girl, you sounded way better in the podcast. Well, yeah, it's edited. Like,
well, I said this to you, and I'm pretty sure I probably said this already on Sloppy Seconds.
Yes, you did.
But watching you at Mamapalooza,
oh, so fun.
We
both did such a good job.
We did.
Thank you.
You have it's so clear that you've put in the work to become
I appreciate that.
the pro.
I appreciate it.
You are so comfortable. You know exactly what to do. Your timing is great. The way you can double down on a joke, the way you can put a button on a joke. Like when we first met, you had that sort of instinctually, and say it right, instinctually. How did I say it weird?
Instinctual.
It was instinctual for you, but I don't think it was as practiced or as measured as it is now. And it's so cool to see like how much you've grown in that way. I also think of that about Meatball. I mean, I remember the first time.
Oh my gosh.
I remember
the first name.
She goes, she tunes out until we say her name. I remember the first time we ever did a live show. Like, I was sweating bullets. I was like,
I was nervous too.
I knew how to get up and do my music. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. When you perform, it's captivating.
Thank you.
Can't stop staring.
Chunker dunker.
I felt really
so much
uncomfortable
movement.
doing, you mean the jiggle or my choreography?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
But I felt
Sometimes
uncomfortable.
parts of his body move a half second after the rest of it. Isn't
Stop
that crazy?
it. To catch up or?
Yeah, that's why that guy wouldn't touch me.
Right. Because you were
Don't be
gelatinous?
so hard. Hey, don't be so hard on yourself.
I'll leave it to you.
Yes. I don't really. I get so nervous, but like it doesn't show, and I feel like that's what's so cool about you is that you're just like, I'm just gonna remain calm, and not like scream at anybody or freak out or do anything. I'm just gonna chill, do my little ditty, and get out of here.
Well, I mean, I think I do have to say that, like, give credit where credit is due, and I think the editing process of the televised portion of the show does a lot to shape up what it is that I'm saying. Because again, I double talk and I say, oh, I said this again, say it again, all that kind of thing. But it is true. I just will talk in a circle and pretty much get nowhere. So when I go like when I'm out of town, it really is for me like a training ground to go, how long should this be? Because this room only has so long. These people have to leave. And if you're out here talking, you have a guest that's coming out. You have performers that are coming out. You have a meet and greet, which, you know, then people are there and the people that work, the staff are like, we want to fucking go.
Yeah.
Bitch, shut up. Like,
there's also something in
bring
doing it,
me an unopened Modelo.
right. Or else
or else I'll kill you. I just think it's so interesting. You have to have that thing in your brain where you're speaking, but you're also reading the audience and like
Sure.
understanding like, are they enjoying this? Is it time to switch tactics? Are they getting bored? And also like, how long have I been talking? So there's like
Yeah.
so much that's running through your head.
I went and did like a sort of private event. So basically, the people that were coming to the event were going to a bunch of other events that week.
Mm.
Okay. So they had already paid for a ticket regardless of what they were coming to for the most part.
Sure.
And they were people with a lot of, like, more money than I've seen. And I mean, I've been around people where I'm like, oh, I have a friend that has a lot of money. This was different kind of money, like
Mhm.
different. And I realized very quickly, like just walking into the room, what I thought I had prepared in my mind was not going to work, because these are people that are like, what does Ross mean?
What is it, Chili's?
Yeah, what is Chili's? Like, and so I thought, how do you get them here? And then I had the conversation with you, and I had a conversation with Doug, and it was just kind of like, then play into it. Like,
Yeah.
play off of them not knowing what it is.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And so I do sort of feel like, you know, I mentioned her name a lot, but I've always had a lot of admiration for Jackie and
Yeah.
the wisdom of Jackie. And like I say, if I had known or had heard or had paid attention to that lesson about prepare something before I went on Drag Race and went into that challenge and thought, oh, well, you know, you just a little charm, and like, it's not about that. So you have to prepare something, and then the charm will sell it.
Yeah.
But it can't just be, you can't have great jokes and not know how to tell them, but you also can't have lots of charm and no jokes. So hearing her
You
say
should
that,
steal the jokes.
or steal the jokes, yeah.
Well, this is what I mean about like the professional like side of you now. I mean, you've always been a professional person, but like the pro comic side of you, to be like, how do I figure it out? Okay, I'm going to do it. Versus maybe the you that I first met would have been like, well, I'm not going in there.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
You'd be like, I'll give you your check back. I'm not doing it.
Well, and
They've
that's
set me up
that,
to fail.
Unfortunately, that person like exists in me all the time anyway.
Oh,
Like
me too.
You know, we'll go somewhere
It'll
and
be
I'm
the
like,
day
no,
of, and I'm like, nah.
no.
Let's change the order.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
I've done that numerous times.
They pull up to the location and they hit the unlock button, and you go ahead and hit that lock button. And
Yeah.
say, push.
I'm cool.
Circle it
I'm
back.
real
I'm,
cool.
I already
real-
changed the
I'm
flight.
really cool.
My
I'm
po-
super,
Actually, just take me straight to the airport.
yeah, that's fine.
I have all my things.
I love that. All right, let's take another break. And
No.
No,
Okay, I'm ready
to be back, or
to take a break.
oh, okay, go ahead.
Let's take a break. And we're back. Doug's in the room. Hey, Doug.
Hey, remember when we did the live dating show, and in the middle of it, you were said, "I want to know about who's sitting right there."
Because I wasn't wearing my glasses. I just saw a hot man. And then I was like, wait a minute, is that Doug?
You hit on Doug from the stage.
Yeah, and I'm hitting on him from the stage again. Hey, Doug.
Doug, you want to hit it?
Does that work for you?
Yes. Sometimes it depends on how horny the guy
Huh.
is. And if he's into me. And if he likes someone with a sense of humor. Or if he doesn't.
You think charm gets you pretty far?
Yeah, I think charm gets me pretty far.
Mhm.
Not the looks. You know what
Oh,
I
I think it's both.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's the titties.
I think it's all of
You ever
it.
shake your tits at someone? Just to see if they
Yeah.
like it?
Yeah, I have. Do you have one size of boobs, or do you have several sizes?
Multiple sizes.
Yeah, that's a smart thing to do.
This
because-
is medium.
see, same. This is like smallish for me, but I didn't realize how high up this was cut. You know,
Why is it the smart thing so you can wear different outfits?
you can wear different outfits. You can proportionally, like the way things sort of work. So if I'm wearing something low cut, I'll use larger boobs and like a tighter binding underneath, so there's a projection.
Uh-huh.
But if I wear something that's like high up, I feel like if it's kind of floaty, it ends up looking like a shelf.
Right.
And I don't want that. I just want it to look like my goal is for there to look like differentiation between my bust and my gut. That doesn't always happen.
I understand. That's
You
why
know.
the like high-waisted.
I would
or-
like
Yeah.
to, but
Yeah.
it doesn't always work.
I'm
when I
trying
saw
to transition into not wearing pads anymore, but it's going to be a lot of work.
I've never worn hip pads or butt pads.
But your body's always like right. Mine, if I don't, I'm like I'm like a a potato on some toothpicks.
Well, the difference too is that you have one ass. I have one in the front, one in the back. So I'm already pre-padded.
Oh, right.
What do
right.
you? Is it a shaper that you wear?
I just wear like tight undergarments.
A faja.
Yeah.
I saw you the other night at a show, and we were chatting, and you
Where?
were wearing something very low cut,
Okay.
and
Where?
I couldn't stop staring at your
Where?
chest.
Were you sexually attracted to my bust?
I just couldn't. It was like I was chatting to you, and I literally found myself going like, while you were talking to me.
That's that I do that to men.
Apparently,
Whether they're homosexual or not.
Man on the red
homosexuality.
truck.
I think maybe because they were so hard pressed that it kind of like mimicked pecs in a way, and you were
No,
like,
they
if
were
I had
like-
put hair on them, then it would have been like attractive.
there
to
was
you.
hair.
She
on
would have been
them.
There was
They were,
Whoa! Whoa!
they were spilling over, and I was like,
Yeah.
cheese.
Yeah, well,
it was an
that's-
exposure.
That's for shows.
What kind of songs do you like to do when you?
Oh, it was an
lip sync?
exposure. Finally, someone explained where.
Right.
That's where I first started drag. Did you know that?
At Exposure Drag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did know that. Someone told me
Good
that.
time place, good time gals.
I like it there.
Used to suck Uber drivers off there.
How many?
It was just one guy one
Okay,
time.
there you go.
Just like in the like front parking
He
area.
kept picking me up, and I finally realized my friends were like, "Yeah, he wants you to suck him," and I did.
How can he keep picking you up? Because isn't Uber random?
Yeah, but he gave me his phone number, and then I text him every Monday to come pick me up,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would book the Uber.
Personal service.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but he would make
Personal
me
service.
pay,
But it is a service.
but it was like a reduced rate,
How was it when you sucked him?
just
Was it in the car?
uncut. Yeah,
Yeah, why not?
we're not in a car
I can't do it physically
anymore. No, but you used to. He used to love car sex.
Really?
Not true. It only happened twice.
Oh, I thought it was like your thing.
Never been.
You had
my
a whole
thing.
plan. You were like, I'm going to move the seat forward, and then you get in the back.
Is it the idea of being caught or just saving money on a hotel room?
No, it's very uncomfortable. I'm too big.
No, when you did do this.
I did it one time because the guy was like, "I'm on my lunch break, and this is where we can meet up."
Whole Foods parking lot?
We
I
were
know that.
behind
I know
a
that, man.
Dominick's in the suburbs of Chicago by the dumpsters. And I was in my mom's Prius because I was borrowing her car because I was living in New York at the time. I didn't have a car. And I had to slide the seat all the way forward to make enough room in the foot well. What do you
Uh-huh.
call that? In the back seat.
I don't know.
The
What-
space in the
leg
back
room?
seat. So I had to get the seat all the way out of the way so I could kneel.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to bend over sideways.
Right.
We talked about this.
Yeah, when I was back in the day, like Peanuts days, I remember there was this like chaser that would come to the club, and then he eventually like got my phone number. We're talking like 1998 maybe.
Got
my
that
phone number,
landline.
and then he was like, "Oh, I live in Norwalk as well." And so
it didn't.
he worked at the college, at Cerritos College, and he was like, "Oh, I'm like the groundskeeper, whatever,
Hot.
whatever." And he was like, "Why don't you meet me on the campus? And like we can just there's a million places, offices." And I was like, "Oh no, I'm cool. Like I don't want to do that." He was like, "Yeah." So he would send messages and tell me to go into the stadium, walk all the way up, and go into that light box up there
Yeah.
because it was like completely open and you could do whatever. And at that time, being that young, like what I don't know, 22 maybe, what's 94, 21 maybe. I just thought like even then, like walk, like you want me to walk?
How
And
many
he-
flights of stairs?
But
He
maybe
wanted
in
you
drag,
slutty.
in
he
drag.
wanted you sweaty.
Oh no, I don't like to sweat whatsoever.
No, but
what I'm
that's
trying
why
to
he
figure-
wanted you to go.
He
up
wanted you
all
to
those
daywalk
stairs.
in the
In
campus.
drag.
Yes,
What?
in drag.
He wanted you to. That was a humiliation.
You were
And I
like,
thought-
baby, what I'm going to need from you is you to go ahead and pay rent somewhere so I can
Yeah,
come to your apartment.
I'm gonna have to go back into like AOL chat and like
Yeah,
find
how was he
something else.
messaging you?
Like I think at the time it was just calling the house because there was no cell phone then. Well, there was,
What
but
if your mom answered the phone?
I don't know. Never happened.
Meatball was the red pickup truck story. Is that related to you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Peanuts.
Okay.
Hmm.
I didn't know if you witnessed it or if it was your piece.
No, we all witnessed it,
Mm.
and he used to like anyone with red fingernails. And at the time, I
match the
used to always
truck.
wear. I would wear curved, square cut red acrylic nails that I would have done every 2 weeks. And so everyone was like, "Ooh, the red trucks
Trends.
guy." He would have a red truck, and he liked red fingernails. And I never went in the truck with him. But
Why not?
I don't know.
You could have gripped it all.
I think
pretty
I
well.
think there was like a fear for me a little bit. Like I would try to vet people back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
Huh?
yeah.
Well, you kind of have to. Even in like today's hookup culture, you got to be like, maybe if the front door is just a piece of plywood, I'm
Don't
not
go
going
in there. They're gonna kill you and put you in a
Because
vat.
that seems like murder. But maybe if they
you're
have a real door and there's like
you're
a
super
ring
desperate.
camera,
Maybe he
then
just
there's evidence that you were there in case they murder you.
maybe he just wanted me to come inside, call me fat, and take $300 from me.
Also,
$300
That's why I didn't
for
tip him.
that guy.
That's
you
why
know
I
what
didn't
else
tip
I'm
him.
thinking is like you said earlier. Did you say? Where's she going?
I don't know.
That's a lot of money to be called fat.
He gave me a 90-minute like aggressive muscle massage.
200 max. 300. Was it a good massage?
Wait, aren't you afraid that the police are going to show
Didn't
up
you
and be
say-
like, that's prostitution?
No,
Like,
because
Whoa.
aren't you afraid of that?
no, it
That's
wasn't
not prostitution.
It wasn't.
It's not
He
if
gave
somebody
me a
touches-
massage.
Prostitution is when you pay them for sex.
And that's not
No,
considered
he got
sex.
a massage.
No,
I don't
he's
really know.
He
he's
got a
a
massage, and the
LMT.
penis is part of the body that sometimes needs to get rubbed
Okay. I
He's a
don't know.
licensed massage therapist.
or massaged with the tongue and throat.
Okay.
Where's my camera?
Are you a lawyer?
Hey, are you a lawyer? No, she's not. When it comes to television watching,
Mm-hmm.
would you rather dive in and watch The White Lotus that we're all talking about and all watch, or just go, I'm going to just watch an old episode of Designing Women?
I would probably watch an old episode of like Forensic Files.
Or
Mhm. Law and Order.
David Duchovny. What was that?
Law and Order SVU. Baby, that's the good
X
one.
Files. You watch X Files?
All the time, yes.
Forensic
Outer
Files.
Limits,
Outer
One Step
Limits.
Beyond. Like, yeah, I love stuff like. I have a hard. I don't know. I think I need to get diagnosed because I always thought people
going to the
had.
doctor.
I thought ADHD was something else, like something that was far from me.
Hmm.
And then I realized like maybe I do have that because I cannot turn on a TV show and get maybe 2 minutes in without looking at my phone and completely ignoring what's on television.
Oh, yeah.
And I will be there for like 2 hours. And I'm like, so what's happening? Wait, and I'll rewind it and I'll rewind it and I'll rewind it. I won't pay attention to anything, especially if it's new. If it's an older thing, like maybe.
Can hold your attention more.
Yeah, they say that like people who watch the same things over and over, like their anxiety level is such that when they do that, it's calming because they already know the outcome. So
Yes.
there's nothing that's gonna freak them out. They already know what's gonna happen.
That's why I've been going back and just watching my old favorite episodes of SVU.
Mm-hmm.
How do
There's one
you?
with Melissa Joan Hart?
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah, and she goes, but he me. But she him.
Right, but how does she say it though?
But he me.
And what was the action?
But he me. It's go watch it. Doug, pull it up.
Yeah.
Me. She's in court and she's a school teacher who has sex with a student.
Clarissa?
Clarissa explained
Explain,
it all.
honey.
And she had sex with a student. Okay, so what's going on? Do you feel endangered this summer? Pride's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump is the
Yeah.
president, and he hates gay people.
Mm-hmm. I think there's something to be feared for sure. I mean, I will go to like middle of the country things, places that I've been to before, and assumes like, oh, I was really comfortable. Like for instance, anything in like the Dakotas or Utah or whatever, where I've never experienced a problem before.
Right.
But I feel like because these discussions come up and are quote unquote threatening people. They think, oh my gosh, the gays are coming and they're going to do this to me. They're going to do that to me. So we have to push back. And some of those places, I wonder, like, were they just on the verge of being super conservative, but they were like, oh, no, we're into it. We're into it. And now they're like, because I mean, if I noticed that at brunch in Long Beach, I noticed that complete flip.
Right.
How is that not happening somewhere where they've been known to be a little tiny, island in the middle of the plains of really cool people, artsy people, silly people? They could be flipped just as easy,
And now it just seems like they're given the right. Like they have the ammunition and they're like, oh, okay, so no one cares.
Mhm.
DI's over. Gay people shouldn't be allowed to get married. Let's go.
Yeah.
And this is why I bought a gun.
Okay. And what kind of gun did you buy? Like a
Oh, I
handgun?
haven't purchased it yet, but I'm gonna.
Okay.
It's more like I have concepts of a plan to buy a gun.
I'm gonna get a Glock,
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna get the one that's pink and sparkly. so
Can
I
you
can't
fly
lose it.
with that, or is that something
No,
you
it
have
has
to check?
to go under. It has to be checked
Okay.
under the plane.
Okay.
But then you best believe once I get to Florida, it's the first thing coming out, and I'm going click click.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my lift? No one look at me too long.
Have you shot a gun before? Like in the
Yes, I'm
past?
very good at it.
Okay.
We should go to the gun range.
I would do
it's
that.
loud,
I would do that.
and everyone
She
just
knows.
gets bullets,
Yeah.
and then you just shoot your guns.
I always wanted when I was a kid like a one of the guns that the Charlie's Angels would have, like the little tiny
Oh
like,
yeah, little revolver.
Oh, it's
like
so
that,
petite.
right? Or
And
the
they're
like
always
Clint
strapped to their
Eastwood.
ankle.
Oh, always. They pull it out of their bra and they're like, oh, bang bang.
That's the one thing I didn't understand when they made the remake of Charlie's Angels. They got rid of their weapons.
Well, that was a political choice.
And it wasn't glamorous
It was
anymore.
post-Columbine.
No, yeah, I was literally like, give me the Farrah Fawcett hair. Give me
Right.
the hair. And so we got
Put me
Cameron
in
Diaz
jail.
and a
Let me go
band.
undercover.
Well, they were doing low-rise jeans and beach waves.
I don't like that.
I don't like that.
Mm-mm.
I want big hair. It should have
Yeah.
been like they were from the 80s, but in the 90s.
Yes.
When I was in Knoxville, I think doing a Pride a couple years
He
ago,
brought a gun.
there were protesters, and there were a lot of them.
Mhm.
And so rather than the hotel was like right next to the Pride grounds, and I was like, oh, I can just like walk over when
Sure.
it's time to. They like drove me a half a block so that they were like shielding. They were like doing it with all the
Wow.
talent so that no one had to like deal with or see the protesters. I'm so curious, like what this summer is going to be
I'm
like,
curious too.
because we also have this moment where so many huge A-list celebrities are queer people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, biggest movies in the world, like, not to bring it up on this podcast, but Wicked. Cynthia Erivo is a queer person.
Right.
Ariana Grande has gay people all up and through her life.
She has that brother.
Frankie. And it's like,
Don't say his-
we're all talking about queerness, but in this sort of high-low way where certain people are the exception to the rule, and they get to walk the red carpets and be in the rooms and like be making fucking so much money and all of that, and then other people are on the front lines of like being attacked by going to get a coffee.
Right. Right.
We're just trying to read to kids at a library,
Mm-hmm.
getting yelled at and harassed.
No,
It is scary. I mean, we have all the noises politically, socially, social media, your family, your friends, you're this, you're that. And again, it's like I always think of sort of the privilege of living in Southern California,
yes,
the privilege of being able to boast, like, oh, I'll be spending the entire weekend of Seattle Pride in Seattle Pride with all of these people, huge names doing all of that. But what about the people that are like in again, North Dakota that
Yeah.
want to just go have coffee and they don't have that. And so it's easy for me to say like, go to Pride, just be proud, show your colors, wave your flag, like do whatever. When I have an arsenal of people around me, including what you said, celebrities
yes,
that you're sort of part of. But then there's other people that, I remember a couple years ago, like somebody posting about being at Pride and then being on the train coming home and seeing the kid like roll up their flag and put their flag
Yes.
away. And it's like, wow, like that does happen to people. And I'm not saying it's new and I didn't know that. It's just that now more than ever, it's not just happening to those people.
now more.
Right
than
now, it's
ever.
everybody. It's literally everybody. I mean, we just saw with San Francisco losing
Mhm.
so much of their funding. San Francisco, like once upon a time, I remember coming up, people were like, oh, San Francisco, go there and just fuck in the street all day long. Nothing will ever, ever, ever happen to you.
Mhm.
Ever.
Yeah,
And
the only thing that happened to you was chlamydia.
yeah.
I think it was worse than that. But yeah.
Remember when, when I first started working in Palm Springs, it was early 2000s, and I worked at Toucans, and it was always like you either had to be old or rich or gay or old and rich and gay to live in Palm Springs.
Right.
Once Coachella and everything else started becoming big, it became this sort of bus stop for people. And they would come in and trash Palm Springs, and it would become garbage town, and they would shit all over everything and ruin everything. And then everybody would have to be like, we live here. Like, we entertain here. This is a beautiful spot. But people were like, ooh, look how cute these pink flamingos and the this and the that. And like trash would come in there and ruin it. And now people are like, oh, everybody just goes to Palm Springs and just does whatever. And it's just becomes this weird. It really does. And
she goes to Palm Springs
and you
to
ruin
do
it for
whatever.
everyone because you're
I
trash.
know. I go to one spot and I don't leave. You know.
Yeah.
You might see me at a Trader Joe's, but the rest of the time,
Guess the initials.
I'm naked by the pool.
Well, I guess what I'm getting at with it is that it used to be this sort of sanctuary, one more of those sanctuary places.
Totally.
Where I remember going there and thinking like, wow, maybe one day if I just played my things right, you know, in 20 years from now, I could have a place here. And, you know, maybe this is what I want. Maybe I could have a little this or that. Now, because people who are not that necessarily come in and they make it theirs. That the people that are not queer or not older or not rich or not excited about mid-century or whatever it is.
I have friends that are going and they're mad because the new ordinance is that you can't even
Park.
You just can't play music outside.
You can't
anymore.
even park.
Oh yeah, you're not allowed to park on the streets or whatever. Everything has to be in the driveway, and there's a limit of how many cars can be in the driveway. So it's like Palm Springs is really trying to like regain being a neighborhood,
Right.
or like a city that's like classy and not.
I can remember.
Which is why I go to Cathedral City,
Yeah.
the trash sister of Palm Springs.
I love Cat City though.
Yeah.
Cat City.
Yeah, you never call it Cat City?
No, I always call it
CCBC, baby.
CC.
Mm-hmm.
That's my home.
It is.
That's my home away from home.
It used to be my playground. It used to be my childhood dream. Yeah.
It's the sister I never knew I needed.
We used to go, we would work on Sundays at Toucans and then we would go right over there.
Who's we?
Oh my
Name
God,
them.
me,
Jasmine
Vanity
Masters.
Halston, Jasmine Masters has been known to go. Morgan used to go.
Glenn
Mayhem
Allen.
Miller.
And where would you hang out over at CC?
Well, here's the thing. We would go in and we would sometimes we would normally not get a room.
Right.
But there were times where there would have like what is the weekend called? The Bear Weekend or whatever.
Sure.
And so some of my like other friends, like other big boy friends would be like, wait, let's get like rooms. And so we would plan it way ahead. And like those experiences were vastly different than anything because it wasn't like a drag. It was nothing to do with drag.
Right.
It was totally to do with just like
Leave
who
that
you
shit
were.
at home.
Leave your
Yeah.
at home. You
So
gays.
we would go into, I remember there was an area called Sandy's Beach. I don't know if that's still there, but it was like a little beach area. And
Oh yeah, at the top of the hill.
and then there would be like what is that thing called? Like the frat house, kind of.
Watch out. Yeah.
There would be the frat house. And I remember one time we would go and like everybody would like find each other later or be like, oh, meet me over like by the little vending machines by the pool, that kind of thing. We went and we were over by these tents that was supposed to be like Scheherazade or something. And there was this guy who was like getting fucked and he was just getting banged. And he said, and I heard him on from the other side of the sheet, he was like, oh, you're going to fuck the shit out of me. And they kept saying it over and over. And so I was like, oh, girl, did you hear this? Did you hear that? And so I don't remember who was, it was my friend Ryan, who at the time was a drag queen known as Trixie Firecracker. And this is a long time ago. And we like walked over and sure enough, I was like, what's that fucking smell?
Fuck
The
the
person
shit.
had gotten the shit fucked out of them. So every time we say that, like, oh, the fuck out of this, the fuck out of that, whatever, it's always like, remember the 10th?
The 10th.
Remember the 10th?
And that person was
Meatball.
Layla McQueen.
Coco Peru.
Coco Peru.
It could have been.
I want to fuck Trixie. Oh no, no,
Really?
sorry, that was Coco Montrese. Have you not seen that clip? Have
Uh-uh.
you not seen that clip?
No, what is it?
She's on Maddie Morphosis podcast. Don't do this to me, Miss Delta.
Oh, no, I'm listening. It's just the corners of my mouth go away. You know
Just go
this.
ahead and tell your little story.
I'm
We all want to
listening.
hear.
And she and
Now
Maddie
you know how it
goes,
feels to be me.
shut the fuck up. Maddie goes, I think we should have an all pork chop season. And just out of the blue, Coco Montrese goes, I would like to have sex with Trixie Mattel.
Oh, okay.
And Maddie goes,
not?
wait, what? And she goes, I would like to have sex with Trixie Mattel. And Maddie just
Oh, she
goes,
repeated it.
okay. Like it just
Well,
came out
She
of
finally
nowhere.
wanted to come terms with what she'd been feeling for so long.
You know what's interesting to me is like, not them because they're like from other seasons, but I always like more current seasons of Drag Race. There's this like narrative constantly pushed that like, who's the trade? Who's hooking up? And I'm like, why? I thought this was supposed to be drag. Like, why?
Who's the
Why is
trade
it
of
like
your
who's
season?
dating?
Who's the trade of your season?
Me?
Me.
No, the question is, who's the trade of your season?
Right. Me.
All right, we'll be right back after this break.
And
We're back.
Ow.
And we're back.
Doug.
Delta. What? You want to hit on her producer again?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You like Doug?
Love Doug.
Yeah.
Doug's going to
Wow.
cut his hair.
Doug, you're going to cut your hair?
Doug, you like to go on Reddit. Isn't it Reddit you like to go on?
Doug.
Is that where you meet guys?
Is that where you
on
meet
Reddit?
guys on Reddit, Doug? Can you meet people on Reddit? I'm so
Doug-
old, I don't know how Reddit works.
Doug's also a character in the Mamaverse now because he's been on camera with Delta over on her new YouTube channel.
Oh, so now everyone's trying to get a piece of that Doug.
Oh, also, this is a perfect.
I liked it better before when no one knew who he was.
They didn't know.
This is a perfect segue to make sure that everyone watching this is subscribing to Delta's new YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/@verydelta.
/ Doug.
Not /Doug. But Delta's show is so big and popular and amazing that it's getting its own
stop
YouTube channel.
And then it's going to get its own network. And
well,
it's
it
gonna
was
be,
named the best television show of 2024 by Art Forum.
It was. It
Did you know that?
I
The
did know
best
that.
TV show.
Best TV
And it
show.
is a show.
They say that television is however, we can determine whatever we want.
We as
however
gay
we want.
people get to decide what
Right.
TV is.
You're like, TV is when I play Overwatch and fall asleep.
Okay,
Yes.
it's not Overwatch, it's Fortnite.
Yeah, we said that 1,000 times.
But Overwatch is the one I thought it was.
I don't care.
Damn.
Do you see? Hey, chat, put in the chat an angry
Put it
face
in the chat.
if Dipper's mean to me. And if I mean to Dipper, put a horny face. Yeah, do that.
Put it in the chat.
So
Put it in
it's
the
time
chat.
for our final segment, which is called
Fuck Talk!
And obviously, we've been talking about fucking this whole time, but let's keep the party going. Hey, I have a question for you. I just need advice in this realm. I have a friend coming to town this week. It's his birthday. And so I'm organizing a bunch of guys to come over and fuck him in my house for his birthday. But I'm coming up a little short on people. What do you think is a good way to get the word out?
Can you cast a smaller net within the Drain Your Net community?
That is very smart. I do have a list of tops.
Yeah, like a VIP list of people that are always supporting the event.
Yeah, and who like to fuck.
Yeah, that could
Oh,
be.
interesting.
Segment my mailing list is what you're telling me
Right.
to do for all those marketing heads out there.
Right.
Constant contact. You know what I mean?
I was going to say sky letters.
Oh, say hungry
Get a-
hole. A
Get an
birthday
airplane to
Oh,
write in
and
the
just-
sky. Hungry hole, and then just draw an arrow straight to your house.
You could do that.
hole. Chemtrails.
Chemtrails.
You know what I mean? R.I.P. poppers. Put the poppers in the sky.
Do you think they're going to get rid of all of them, or
I
do you
think
think
it's
The other
over.
companies shut down.
All the other companies are shut down, not selling in America.
So can you? What do they just route it from somewhere? You just buy it from some
I
other.
don't.
I think, there's always ways, like, people buy stuff off of, Eris would know about this. People buy stuff off the black market or the dark web. But people buy stuff, like, out in the world, and then you, like, risk shipping it. Because you can,
Yeah.
like, buy it online with Bitcoin
Like Silk
or, like,
Road,
whatever.
like Silk Road, where you could, but people would buy drugs on there.
Why do I feel like they're just? Again, this could just be wishful thinking. Of course, it probably is for everyone.
Visual thinking.
But why do I feel like we have just been waiting on bated breath, like on your tippy toes, leaning over for this moment where breaking news, everything's all going back to normal. The president is
It's
no
never
longer
gonna
the
happen.
president. We've decided that the person with the second most votes is now the president. Everyone's going to be clearing out in 1 week.
You are so tapped in.
Like, is that? I mean, I feel like.
We're all sitting around thinking, like, oh,
is
this can't be
something
real.
like we can't be sitting here every day going, every time something happens, everyone goes, that's highly illegal, right? Yeah, I know, right? Well, anyway, I'll see you later. And then the next thing happens and we go, you can't do that. That's completely unconstitutional. I know. Oh, well, like we're not lawmakers, right?
Right.
We have lawmakers in place to make these decisions and challenge these
They
things
need to
for
run
us.
up on this man.
But they're literally like...
They're just letting it happen.
They're letting it happen. And so it suggests to me, like, again, as somebody who is not completely tapped into politics, I don't know who ran when, where, what. I only know what's happening in the immediacy, right?
Yeah.
So I couldn't educate anyone on anything other than how I feel and how I see and how I maneuver. But, when you hear Gavin Newsom in an interview saying, well, this other person, he's not really that bad of a guy. As soon as I hear you say that you're making a concession with somebody who's always been that bad of a guy, and then suddenly it's like, well, let's look at the other. I don't want to negotiate. I don't want to go, well, we'll give you a little. We've already given.
Right.
We've already given what was supposed to have been given. And you took. And you take, and you take, and you take. I want somebody who's going to be balls to the wall and says, no, 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 no. I don't want to see any more moderate shit. You know what I'm saying? I really don't want to see any more of that. I want to see either these people over here and then everybody over here. But this moderate shit going over and going like, well, the conservative no. I know when I was a kid growing up, there was definitely there was the Republicans, there was the Democrats. And they were two roads to hopefully the same thing.
Right.
Mm-hmm. This one, people were like, oh, they're too soft. Oh, these ones, they're too hard. It's this, that, or the other. Now it is not that. It's either a fucking insane group of people and then completely normal people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely normal. People that are like, oh, you want to live your life and you want to do whatever it is you want to do. Well, guess what? That's none of my fucking business.
Absolutely.
That's none of my business. Like, it doesn't, like, I say about the poppers or whatever, that if you want to use that, use it. It doesn't make you cooler. It means you like using it. Nobody said you're cooler or you're not cool.
Right.
Everybody just said, well, that's how I get off. That's what I want to do. It's not hurting anybody. It's kind of like the same,
Yes.
In a weird way when people are like, involved in like people needing to lose weight or people needing to spend their money this way or that way. Hey,
Or people needing to wear condoms.
yeah, it's none of your fucking business. It's none of your fucking business. If I fucking die right here because I fucking exploded from eating too many peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, oh well. Oh well. Now, if we're dear family members and friends and you're like, I see this and because we share our lives together,
Right.
I want to come to you and tell you. I want Meatball to come to me and say, hey, Delta, you know what? I'm really worried about this behavior because from what you've shared about what you want out of life, I want to see that for you.
Right.
But for some fucking stranger to go, you all need to be doing this. No. It's like everybody's been empowered to do this. And yes, we can blame social media. It's a good thing. It's a bad thing. But it's just like.
And we're in this position where like, in order for something to change, we have to be uncomfortable and we have to be inconvenienced because the timing of this might not work out, but everyone is pissed at Chuck Schumer right now for voting with the Republicans to keep the critical resolution, to keep the budget and keep the government open because that gutted Medicare.
Right.
Okay, shut the government down.
Shut it down.
I want everybody who's pissed off to really understand what shutting the government down means. Because if they shut it down, it might be shut down for a year because they want to eliminate all the programs anyways. So they're going to get their way both ways. But if you shut it down, then we actually have some traction.
Right.
So you can't be like, well, I'm using the Wi-Fi at the library and I'm pissed off about, okay, be ready for that Wi-Fi to be gone. Be ready for those social services to be gone. Be ready for the government to actually be shut down so that we can make our point. I don't know that Democrats have ever been ready to put it all on the line to really risk what needs to be risked for us to be there.
Right. And I feel like when we say, there's a clip that goes around from like the first year of the Very Delta Show. Where it's like Thanksgiving and I'm talking to people about going to your family's event. And I say, we don't have time to be uncomfortable. And it's been taken out of context by a lot of people because it is in fact a clip from a larger thing.
Yes.
What I said in that was, don't put yourself in these uncomfortable family situations that don't benefit you and only threaten you.
Right.
But when you say be uncomfortable, yes, we have to be uncomfortable to make change.
Yes.
You're not going to make change by going to your family's house and sitting there in drag while all of them have a Donald Trump hat on the Christmas tree and they're screaming at you. That is, you're screaming into the void.
Right.
But so why be that uncomfortable? Why not go to your family that loves you, your friends that love you?
Right.
That's not uncomfortable. Fighting for something It's like fighting a battle in a war. It's like, what eye are you on? Are you trying to
Yes.
be right or do what's right? Are you trying to say like, well, I can do whatever I want in this household? Yes, you can, but not without ramification when you're in someone else's home. And
Absolutely.
if that's how they believe. That's how they believe. Get out of there. Don't be uncomfortable there. Make uncomfortable changes. Be uncomfortable and make changes somewhere else.
Yes.
That's what you're talking about and makes so much sense. But, again, going back to like, you post something online and people are like, well, that means this. And it's like, anytime you're out there watching someone's podcast or listening to someone's podcast, all of those teasers, as we know, are an invitation to the conversation.
Yes.
So
It's
we-
not the whole thing. It's
No.
clickbait, babies.
So you listen to it and go, what are they talking about? And then you come in and go, oh, it's silly or oh,
Right.
it's serious. Yeah.
Right? And so this turned into fucked talk. 'cause
Yeah,
we're fucked.
we as a country are
Fucked.
fucked, honey.
Wait, but you had okay, so thank you for that because I always love your insight.
Well, I love yours.
Mm.
I love your inside.
And we feel anything about me, Paul?
She loves insides.
I have a Palm Springs sex story,
Great, let's hear
I
it.
want to hear
but
it.
it makes me seem like a bad person.
Let's hear about it.
You are. It's fine.
Thanks. Yeah, fix your lip before you come
Girl,
for me.
uh-huh.
So I drove out to Palm
So?
Springs.
What? Oh,
This was a couple years ago, and
it was last week.
no, it wasn't. This man goes to me. I'm not talking about that. This man goes to me and he says, "You come over, but I want multiple loads." And
Okay.
I said, "Okay, but like, it might take a while after the first one. Like, give me 10 minutes and then we can go again." And so I get there, into his lovely home, and he proceeds to give me a blowjob, and then I come. But then in between, he starts like asking me a lot of personal questions, doing all this stuff, and I was hoping for it to be just like a casual, like, let me go get you a water and like let's chill for a second. But he like wanted to talk, and then he started talking about how he had like a micro penis, and I was like, oh well, let me see. And he like took it out and it was small. And I was like, that's small. And he was like, yeah, but it doesn't bother me. In fact, I like showing it off. You can keep telling me how small it is. And I was like, oh, no, I don't want to do that. And he goes, no, just like, you can make fun of it if you want. And he like went on this thing about like, he wanted to be humiliated and I just wasn't down.
But that's like your whole thing.
But not in a sexual way.
You just want to hurt his character, not his cock.
Yeah, I want to come for the character. So then I felt like weird. So I was just like, actually, I just don't think this is working out for me. I'm so sorry. And then he kind of turned. It was like that moment where like the killer turns into the killer, like their face changes.
Okay.
And he started getting really mad. And he's like, but you said you were going to come multiple times. And I was like, yeah, I know, but now it's just gotten uncomfortable. And now this is weird. And so I like basically have to like maneuver around him to get out of his house. And I'm like putting my shirt on as I'm walking out the front door. And it was just a very uncomfortable situation. But I felt bad because it's like, I did say I was going to give him multiple loads, but then I was the one that like changed the vibe by like asking to see it.
Oh, and you're saying had you not seen,
Had I just been like, I'll let this guy talk to me weird or whatever, and then like come
shake your
again.
dick till you
Yeah.
get hard again. It does seem crazy to be like, but you owe me a load.
Yeah, that was the part that was like, why? I don't owe you anything. This was a hookup.
Why?
Why? Tell him that it's human nature.
I just think I know that we all hold the space for one another,
Don't talk bad about me.
and we all are like, everybody has their preference, proclivity, requirement, whatever it is.
Mhm.
But I do think it's interesting that we're in a place where, as much as we say, have what you want, have what you like, only go with what you want, what you like, that you have been conditioned to believe that because something was no longer attractive to you for a multitude of reasons, that you somehow have responsibility to that person. And so it's weird that while we're supposed to be having these open arms and these massive umbrellas, that we're not, and everyone says, everybody's included, everyone's invited, have sex with who you want, have it the way you like to have it. As soon as you assert like, yeah, this is like not the situation for me, or I'm actually questioning whether or not my scope is broader, or my scope is a lot more limited. Like
Right.
Yeah.
this is what's attractive to me. People are like, your preference. You can't do that. You're not allowed to do that. Oh, so I have to like what? Like figure out my physiology to force myself to fuck someone I don't want to fuck?
Yes.
Yes.
That seems bizarre
You
to
are,
me.
Delta. I'm
That
just kidding.
seems crazy that we've literally gone so far around it that we're at this point where it's like, if you don't like everything and you're not willing to fuck every single person who comes up to you and says, please fuck me, you're the problem.
If you don't fuck the man with the Land of Lakes margarine instead of lube, and he sent you pictures that weren't him,
Right.
you're the problem.
It's weird.
I actually agree with that.
So you are the problem.
I agree with that 100%.
She is the problem.
You would fuck him and then it makes the whole room smell like popcorn?
I love popcorn.
Popcorn and
So
dookie.
that's a little bit different. I do love
Yeah,
popcorn.
I don't know.
We have to
I'd
wrap
get
up, but
hungry.
you said that you had
You maybe
something
had a
to
story?
tell us.
Oh, no, I was just thinking about one time, again, centered around not necessarily peanuts, but that sort of AOL chat room time. I'm talking like 2000 probably, so 25 years ago.
How long was your hair then when you were getting the acrylic nails?
Like just here, maybe.
From your head?
Yeah,
You were trained?
all the way down. I have pictures. I'll find pictures.
What do people call you, Gabby?
Gabriel or Delta. Like my family would call me
Gabriella?
Gabriel, but my friends still to this day always call me Delta. Like there's whether I'm in drag or out of drag. But I
But
remember
did people go, excuse me, ma'am?
sometimes, yeah, for sure. Actually,
And how'd that make you feel?
How were you wearing your eyebrows?
I wouldn't care because I knew why. I mean, it was like
The
you know,
nails.
It was
Yeah.
the pussy.
it was so real for them
Serving pussy.
on a platter, tuna tartare.
Platter.
We
that
don't say
sounds
that.
so good tonight. Tuna tartare.
But anyway, I was gonna go meet up with this dude again 25 years ago. I drive here to Hollywood, and it was a Motel 6 on like a side street. So it was
Ooh, I
off
love
Hollywood
that.
Boulevard. I don't know if that Motel 6 is still there, but I pull up there and we meet up and we hook up and everything was cool. And I go to leave and my car won't start. And I was like, oh my, this had to be like 2000 then because I had a phone by then. So I called my friend Psychedella and I was like, bitch, it's 3:00 in the morning. I have to get home. What the fuck do I do? And she's like, I don't know, girl. Like, do you want me to call like AAA? Like, what do you want me to do? And I'm like, I just can't get the car started. And so I'm on the phone with her. I've already left the room. I left the key in the room. I'm out now. So I can't go back in and like just stay there. And I have to stand on the curb. And off Hollywood Boulevard, it can be questionable.
Yes.
Right.
So she's like on the phone. She's like, I know I've seen people before, like, just rock the car, bitch. And so like I'm in the car and I'm like rocking it. And I'm like, girl, nothing's working. And I'm on the phone and the trade is like walking down the street after all this has happened. Mind you, I've already taken everything off. Right? And so they don't know me, but they see this like huge dude in this car with this long hair rocking back and forth outside of the Motel 6. And they're like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm doing this, trying to put like the fucking sun thing down so they don't see me. The car ends up starting up. And I was like, girl, it started. She's like, I told you, if you just keep rocking that shit. Mind you, it's 3:30 in the morning. I have to leave there. I had borrowed this car from someone. So I had to drive this car back home, drop off the car, and then walk back to my apartment. I was so scared because I didn't know what was going to happen. It wasn't really a sexual thing. It was just the idea of what was built around this. So ever since then, Psychedella will always, when I'm like, oh, girl, I got to go get a car. I got to get an oil change. I got to do this. She's always like, girl, make sure you rock the car. You got to rock the car
rock
every
it.
time. Or she'll just look at me. We're at lunch and she'll go, girl, you know what happens?
How did you meet that piece of tray?
Online, like on AOL chat.
How did you know? Why does rocking a car work?
Moves the
Something she
fluids or
saw,
something?
something her dad said, and I don't know why it worked. Oh, you know what it was? It wouldn't like the steering wheel wouldn't move.
Oh, when it locks
It was like
up.
it was like that. So I was like, what the fuck do I do? Mind you, Psychedella is old school. To this day, she still puts a club on her
I was
car.
just gonna ask about a club.
I had a club, then she still puts one on her
I know
fucking
you
car.
had a club in the
I'm
hotel.
Do
like,
they
this big-
work?
I mean, I think it deters people because they know like it's not going to come off the steering wheel. So,
And you can't turn.
but I'm like, bitch, you have like a $70,000 car, and you are over here still putting a fucking. She's crazy.
$70,000.
That's an expensive car.
Yeah.
Amazing, Delta.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
No,
Thank
thanks
you for
having
letting us come here
on your show.
I love it.
Green
I love
Couch.
I love it.
Green Couch
This is
Vibes.
fun.
Did
Green
you think I
couch
was going to
vibes.
wear the green couch outfit again?
I liked your green couch outfit.
Thank
Well,
you, Dipper.
was it a
didn't.
green couch outfit or a pink curtain outfit?
It could be either.
It could be either
Why
one.
are you like that? It could be both. Why not both?
I didn't know you had a green couch outfit.
Eris has one as well.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Sloppy Seconds. You can send us an email at sloppysecondspod@gmail.com or call in with your own fuck talk story to 213-536-9180. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't ever miss an episode that come out every Tuesday and Friday. Ooh, his nipples is tiny.
And you can sign up for Mom Plus Gold at patreon.com/momplus. You can get bonus monthly episodes of Sloppier Seconds. You can get more Very Delta, which happens on Mom Plus Gold. And you also get our full episodes on video and uncensored. So make sure you check that out too.
I think I'm getting sick.
I hope.
Fun for us.
Something just happened.
Like you're going to throw up or you're going to shit?
No, like my throat is starting to get really sore all of a sudden.
Do you remember how loud you were screaming at karaoke last night?
Nope. I had too many sakes.
Okay.
For access to our full uncensored video episodes, ad-free and 1 day early, plus our monthly Sloppier Seconds episode, and all of Mom Podcast premium content, check out Mom Plus Gold at mompodcast.plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Moguls of Media, a.k.a. Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball. Editing and sound design by William Pitts.
Show artwork by Christian Cimarroni.
Theme song by Mike Malarkey.
Media and design support by Stone Cole.
Executive produced by Willem, Alaska, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Cilio.
Recorded at Forever Dog Productions.
Ooh, his nipples are tiny.